obviously just thoughts and prayers with the gentleman. Hope he's okay. I didn't really see anything other than obviously, I believe it was Mark Lindsay came over and just said we had an incident, and they were obviously going to attend to it. And obviously we were very understanding and just wanted to give them all the time and space, and that's why we thought it was best just to go back to the locker room and just allow them to tell us whenever or if we would even be coming back out. So we at some point got word that he was doing better. But again, that was a couple hours ago, so I don't want to speak too much on it. I don't know much, but that he was doing better and they got him off the court and they want to proceed.
Was there any indication of y'all not playing this game? Was that discussion taken?
I'm not sure about that. I know at some point the medical situation was the priority, so I'm sure there was a lot of conversations had. We were just kind of playing the waiting game and letting them tell us what they thought was most appropriate.
Game-wise, did you think kind of turnovers were the...
Yeah, it's you give Memphis a lot of credit. We've played them 3 times in not a very long span, and at some point, the physicality game, they've won and imposed their will on us a little bit, and tonight it definitely reared its ugly head in terms of turnovers and points in the paint, and it's something that we've done better of late, and so disappointing and frustrating. But again, you give them a lot of credit. They've been very, very tough this year and have done it to multiple teams, but you wish we would have responded a little bit better in that regard.
Obviously, Ja's a handful, Jaren's a handful. What is Gigi's coming off the bench again? What makes him such a load?
Yeah, they play to their identity as well as any team in the league. You just insert player name, and it really doesn't change much. And tonight he had a good game, and Scottie Pippen was a monster, and we've had games where Aldama hurt us and Wells, and they have a very good rhythm of how they want to play and who they are, and you give Taylor and his staff and those players credit to that because they are being true to who they are every single night, it seems like. And it's apparent.
Did you feel like the pace caught up with y'all in the second half?
I don't think it caught up with us in the sense that the NBA games are long, so there will be runs. And at times, good teams typically know how to sustain when they're on runs, and they also know how to limit the other team's runs. I think that's something that we're still learning how to do. So when you're playing a team that's on a run, especially on the road, sometimes a quick shot may not be a bad shot, but if you miss that shot, you are fanning the fire a little bit. And I think that's something that we are continuing to try to navigate.
Played Memphis 3 times in a pretty short span here. What have you guys learned from those 3 games against them?
I feel like our attention to detail on defense, I feel like against them has to be heightened a lot more because of how much they like to play in transition. But I feel like our turnovers on offense was kind of hurting our defense a little bit. I feel like our half-court defense was pretty solid, but they got out a lot of transition buckets, easier buckets that kind of opened the lead up for them. So if we can help our defense by limiting our turnovers, I think we'll be all right.
Were those turnovers forced by their pace, their defense, or what really led to the number of turnovers y'all had?
I'd probably say it was really indecision on our end, kind of being hesitant, kind of being like standstill in the half court. I mean, we haven't played like that a lot this season. Usually we move a lot, set screens for each other, but I felt like we were kind of stagnant. So it led to a lot of one-on-one, and the kind of defense they play, they load up. So we ended up being in a lot of 2-on-1 situations where they were picking off passes and getting easier buckets. But I would just say just us being stagnant on offense.
This was your first NBA trade deadline. What was that feeling like for you? And then to
yesterday when 3 of your teammates had been traded. What was that?
I mean, it's crazy. I mean, like you said, it's the first time that's ever happened to me, where I don't finish the season with a teammate. So it's something I'm still not kind of used to. But I mean, all my teammates tell me all the time, like, it's a business. You know, it's gonna happen. You know, probably for the rest of my career, they told me I probably won't have the same team that I did the year before. So it's just something I have to get used to. But I wish nothing for the best for those guys.
Do you have any early thoughts on how De'Aaron's going to fit with you guys?
I mean, I feel like he can fit on any team, how versatile he is. So, I mean, I've always loved this game. So to be able to, you know, be his teammate now, it's gonna be fun. I'm happy for our future.
Yeah, speak of that future, do you think it says something about what the organization is thinking to go out and make a big move like that at this point?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I feel like every team in the NBA is, you know, trying to push to win championships. So to make a move like that, to get, you know, another star in our team like that, it's definitely gonna help us get there.
Do you feel like the expectations are going to be a little higher, and you guys kind of welcome that?
I mean, they definitely will. But I feel like our expectations were already kind of high for ourselves. So, I mean, we don't really pay attention to, you know, outside noise. We kind of have those expectations already for ourselves. So, you know, De'Aaron coming, I feel like he's going to be right on board with what we're trying to do.
What was the start of the game like with the medical emergency that they had? How did you deal with it? How did you see things going during that delay?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if anybody could tell, but my energy was kind of shifted by it a little bit. I feel like I kind of started the game real slow. I feel like my mind was just all over the place with that. I mean, that's the first time that's ever happened to me, especially at a basketball environment. So, I mean, I don't know if my energy kind of, you know, wavered throughout the team, but my energy was definitely off to start the game.
Thanks, sir.
Yeah.